So hello everyone, welcome to yet another stream. I'm again going to stream Title Tuesday this evening, and yeah, I missed the previous Freestyle Friday because I was playing an over the board rapid tournament, which went not very well, not very bad. It was a mixed result, and I played decent chess, I believe, but since I was uh, detached from the game, I wasn't working on my game for long. For a long time. I missed some tactics, but overall my positional skills were quite good. So yeah, let's see where we can go with this. Um, I hope my you can hear my voice or everything is all right. And the first round is going to start in around a minute or so. Oh wow! So I'm playing. I am Renato Teri in the first round. He's a very strong international master from Peru. He's already GM strength and his online skills, blitz skills or bullet skills are really great. And let's see how I fare against him. He's taking some time for his third move. C4, yeah. I'll just play some normal stuff. E3. Okay, bishop e7. Let's go b6, bishop b7, knight e7. Some pretty standard stuff here. Let me go knight e4. Knight f6 next, maybe. Yeah. The point of knight e4 was to stop him from playing d4 next in the future. And here I think bishop into d5 also looks quite tempting actually. Or even queen into d5. Queen to d5 is not a very common move, but it does look like it is. It might be quite effective here. So I'm going to take some time to consider this move. I think I'll go for it. It's not very natural. Usually you're going for e into d5 in such positions, but let's try it out anyways. I4. If rook c1, I guess I'm gonna go c5, so he plays this. If I play knight g5, I think he's gonna go knight e1. I have knight s3 check, but just king f1 maybe is possible over there. Oh, let me just go bishop d6 maybe. Just activating my bishop. And next up, maybe queen h5 and knight g5 kind of ideas. I need to be very careful to not end up in time trouble against him, because if I do, he's just too dangerous. I have a decent position here, and I think I'm slightly better even. Yeah, knight e1. I think I'll go for queen g5. Yeah, queen g5, why not? I think it's gonna go f3. And then can I go queen h4 or something like that? F3, then what actually? Bishop h2, king h2, queen h4, check, king g1, knight g3. You can't go queen f2, has to go queen d2 and then queen h1 check maybe, but I don't see any clear prospect after going for that sacrifice. I do smell something wrong in this position for him. But I don't know what. Can I go f5 here to maybe activate my rook in the future? Yeah, f5 seems decent. Yeah, managed to. Okay, this looks very slow. Oh, f4. Okay, that's nice. I didn't consider that move coming. Maybe queen h4 here. Can I sacrifice actually? Nah. Queen h6. That's it. d5. Let's go bishop d5 and then queen here. Knight c3 is the run next, and I can go knight c3 here. Take. Oh, he took with the rook. Wow, I missed that, and now I think I'm done for. But let's try. Let's keep trying. How do we evaluate that endgame, by the way? Okay, let's take that pawn. It's gonna exchange the queens. But I do have some decent chances of holding because my pawns are really strong. Okay, now I have to take, I guess. And then g6. Gotta be fast. And bishop on d6 is quite nice. This attack. Now maybe king f6, let's say. Maybe it is winning for him, but it's not at all very easy. I'll play h5, exchanging off as many pawns as I can, and he stops my. He's gonna go f5 for sure, and here maybe I can go bishop g3 and just wait in this position. So yeah, not so easy. Bishop b3 and f6 is coming, and I can't do anything against that. Wait, can I go king f7? Take. Oh, oh no. Yeah. And now this is lost. I missed knight d7 check. And I'm going to resign here. Yeah, that was an interesting game. I think by all means as better at some point, but let's check the game out. Slightly better for white, okay. And here e5 was the best move, or knight d2. Okay, e5 and knight d2 are almost similar. And queen e5 is not that bad. Like, all are pretty similar moves. Queen d5 was fine. And here, rook d1, bishop d6, queen g5, 5. And I think there was f4. Why didn't I play f4? That was really strong. And I'm almost winning there. I didn't see f4 at all. And are these kind of ideas working here? King h2 and okay, it gives me a lot of attack, but unfortunately the engine is saying that it's defensible for white, but I don't think this is clear at all. Rook h6. Okay. 4. Yeah, somehow white is able to defend here. I don't have enough pieces for my attack. But okay, f4 was really a move that I should have played. I should have found pretty easy. And my attack just plays by itself, I think, here. f4, just queen f4, yeah. And g3, queen f2 is coming. Yeah. I completely missed f4. Yeah. And I also didn't check his resources, like f4 is such an easy move for my side, but okay, I'm just gonna share my stream on Insta and then I'm gonna come back. Okay, the next game has already started and I'm playing some Grandmaster from Ukraine. Let's play my normal c4 stuff. I have 3. I'll just go e3 and knight c3, b3, bishop b2. My regular setup in these structures. Yeah, let's go b3. Black is really solid in the structures and usually the player with better strategic skills is winning. Oh, he mouse flipped. He wanted to go castle, but unfortunately went king f8. But yeah, I mean there's no take back. Otherwise, I would have allowed him a take back, of course. But yeah, this is a professional tournament, so that's not allowed. g6, just castle, I guess. King g7. Does this work? Okay, I'll just prepare it slowly with queen c2 and then e4 next. Yeah, knight e4, queen e4, and then king g8 he's going to play. Knight f6. I'm going to go queen h4, I guess. d5 looks very tempting. Maybe rook d1 first. Yeah, let's go rook d1. The open d file and this diagonal should kill him, I think. Queen f5. It's gonna go queen h5, I believe, but how do I work the a2 pawn actually? The a3, bishop into a3 is coming, but bishop a3 I can just go rook a1, so that shouldn't be a problem. So let's go just a3, maybe b4 next. If queen h5, I just go queen f4 maybe. Yeah, the dark squares are so weak and the c8 bishop can't develop itself, and that is a really huge issue for black in this position. Queen h5, queen f4, then the queen on h5 is going to come into a lot of discovered attack ideas due to the bishop on e2. Knight d5. Okay, so he's eyeing for knight c3 next, but I'm not gonna allow him anything easily. I'm considering knight g5 over here, and I don't know how he can protect the h7 pawn. Take no, knight g5, h6 is coming, and after that okay, I need to be fast. What if just queen g3, knight c3, and then I have d5, king moves. And he's playing really well. So knight g5, h6. I don't know what to do here, honestly speaking. Maybe queen e4. Whatever. I'm just gonna go queen e4. Knight c3, then d5 maybe. Let's go d5. d5, then queen e5 check, bishop f6, queen into e8 is coming. So bishop is f6 directly is a move, but there I think I can go just queen e3, let's say, and then he has knight into here, and then I go bishop f6 check, king f6, and then queen e5 check, and that should be winning for me, although I'm not so sure. Yeah, queen e5 check, king e7, and then I have d6 check, king moves, and the a5 queen is gonna fall. So that's a really nice variation I'm seeing here. So queen e3 should be fine. I'm threatening to go b4 here, so he has to be really careful. Knight into d1 doesn't work because of the aforementioned sequence. So knight into a2 should be the best move for him right now. and then after queen e2 he has to take on b2, and queen b2 and king moves. I think the pawn on d5 is so strong that it's going to decide the game in my favor. Oh wow, knight d5, really? That's so strong. I didn't see that. Can I go rook d5 actually? Let's go rook d5, cd5, and then bishop f6. Although I don't see a clear way for me to win this game, and I have to take this one, I guess. Queen here check. b4 maybe. He can go f6 or queen d8. His bishop on c8 is doomed, so yeah, f6 is a threat. So I don't know, should I go rook d1 here or something else? I honestly have no idea. Let's go rook d1, f6, then queen f4. Oh my god, how did I even get to this position from the one I had? Queen g5 check should be nice here. King f8, queen h6 check. If king j8, then knight g5 is coming. Yeah, messed up big time over here. A cute variation would be if he plays king d7, then I have c5, and the queen has almost nowhere to go. So okay, f6, and now queen h6, let's say. Let's pick up some free pawns. More pawns. And now this, can I take here? I don't know. Okay, I should be fast. Let's go. Take. And bishop d3. This thing. Rook d5. Yeah, this should be just winning. Okay. This is gonna get flagged. Yeah. Yeah, that was a very nice defense after I played king f8. And I played the worst game of my life, but okay, I managed to still win the game. So let's check it out actually. Yeah, I mean, so much better, right? Yeah, queen e3 would have been a better move. Bishop e7, and now queen f4, yeah. And knight d5 was a really good resource here. Now queen g3, but knight c3, what's happening? Rook d1. I missed that I can just move this rook and defend the e2 bishop. Wow. Okay, so the next game has started, and I'm playing my GM from Turkey. I play my 4-knight Sicilian, and he goes c3, knight c6, bishop d6, take, castle, knight f6. I hope it goes through e1 check, but it doesn't. Okay, I'll go castle, knight d2 he's going to play. I think he knows his theory. takes. I don't really like this variation for white as such. I'll go bishop d6 and let's go d8, I guess. Oh, he's threatening to go knight 4, so I gotta be slightly careful. Bishop f5. Okay, knight e4 is just going to be a pawn hop, but I think I will have enough counterplay over there. Is a clear pawn up, but yeah, can I go knight 5 in exchange of everything I see in the position? Let's do that. If knight e5, bishop e5, queen b7, I think I have rook b8 and then queen c6. I can just take, bishop takes and rook takes on b2. And if he goes queen d5, I can be annoying with rook f d8. So it's gonna go rook e1, I guess. Rook e1, I have to move my bishop again, which I don't like to, honestly. I have to go bishop d6, I guess. Bishop c5 next. Yeah, the Alapin is a really annoying opening, and I haven't really found a good way to deal with it with the black pieces, and especially against the two e6 moves for black. Bishop c5. Rook d2, I have rook d8, I guess. No, maybe I don't have rook d8. Rook d8, it takes. I take bishop f2. Okay, I think I have rook d8. There's a small trick. If rook d8, I can't go queen f2 because king h8, and then if I take, there's okay, rook queen h8, and even that's working perfectly fine for me. So yeah, nothing to worry about. I'll just go a6 here, I guess. Bishop f4 and now b5. Now g6. If queen e5, by the way, I have bishop. No, I don't have bishop f2. So queen e5 is might be a good move from his side. And what do I do here? Rook it. g7 first. I'll go queen e5, then I think now rook e8, right? Let's go rook e8. Queen f3, maybe. Yeah, queen f3. Have to take. And do I exchange the queens or do I keep them? Is a big question for me right now. Okay, let's exchange them off. Okay, a5. If b4, I just take. My b5 pawn will be weak, but it's not so easy for him to attack it. Bishop e4. Let's go b4. And now a4. Yeah, that's annoying slightly. Can I go b3 by the way? b3 a5 is coming. Let's go rook d7 maybe. a5 rook a7 is coming. Now this bishop d4. King e5 or king g7. King e5 looks safer. And this, then can I go f5 here actually? f5 looks nice. Now this a5 rook here. And here I think I've already gotten a draw here because this bishop is in dire straits, and I don't think I can push further. Can I play bishop d4? But rook c2 is coming, it's mudding the waters. So I think I'll just repeat. Yeah, I think I was much worse at some point, but yeah, this counterplay with f5 and rook d2, because his bishop was not well placed, was really nice idea. I think he missed it most likely. And yeah, knight e4, and yeah, he's much better here, of course, but it's not easy to convert for sure. And here it's like slightly better for him because my bishop on c5 is more active, looking at the weaker pawn on f2, and his bishop on c2 is just biting on granite on g6. So okay, this looked fine, and I think at some point he had to go b4, like let's say over here he had to go b4 to keep the game going maybe, but he played bishop e4, and okay, this should be fine. And here he played b3, which f5 is still bishop c2 was not a good idea. I think here rook d2, and in bishop d4 the engine is saying that is equal, but okay, bishop d4. Let's see actually. Rook c2. I missed that I could play rook d3 check, and then if I saw this, I think I would have continued the game, honestly speaking. But yeah, I mean, still should be a draw. But since he was slightly lower on time than me, maybe I should have tried this. But yeah, anyways. Okay, so Hikaru is at 2/2, and Hikaru is at 3/3 now. Also, let's see some games which are going on right now. Why am I not able to see the other games? no games are going on. All games are over, I think. But this is still going on. Okay, it's over. Okay, so the next game has started, and I'm playing a strong Iranian IM Aptin Atakan. I think he has played some tournaments. I for surely seen him in some tournaments, and I think he might have been played in India. Bishop d6. So that's the most topical line from the black side in this opening. And rook e8. Let's play my natural queen c2 stuff. c5 here. Take. And now let's go knight b5. I think he knows his theory quite well. That is, I go bishop e5 next. And I forgot what I do after knight s6. So if he knows everything, I might end up in trouble. But maybe he's not gonna go bishop f8, and he doesn't, which is good news for me. Yeah. And let's take. I'm always happy to get the bishop pair. And let's go bishop b5 here maybe. Bishop d7, I just exchange the bishops and then go castle next, I guess. He takes with the queen and now castle. e4 is threatened. He's gonna go d3, I think. But in long term, that pawn might be weak. Oh, even the c5 pawn is hanging. I completely forgot about the c5 pawn. Oh, that's so stupid. And maybe I could have taken on c5 in the previous move. So actually my opponent is in some trouble over here. No, why did it take queen d7? I didn't understand that, honestly speaking. So now I can go queen takes c5, knight e4, but queen h5 kind of stuffs are working, right? Yeah, I guess so. Why not? Then queen c2 should be simple enough. Yeah, let's go queen h5 anyways. d3. Rook c1, then knight b4 is coming. So then knight e5. Okay, anyways, let's go rook c1. h6. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know what he's doing over here. Let's go rook c4. I have some knight e5 ideas in the future. Rook e7, what if I go knight e5? Rook e5, bishop e5, knight d2. Okay. And what if I go knight d4 here? Even then knight d2 is coming, right? Okay, knight e5. Rook e5, bishop a5, knight d2. Can I go bishop g7? Okay, let's go for it. Let's see, whatever happens will happen. Rook e5, bishop e5, and then okay, knight e5, then just rook e4, no? And this should be winning for sure. I mean, how is he saving this? And if he moves, he has to move his knight somewhere, then I can go rook g4. And the g7 pawn is hanging, and I am threatening to go queen to h6. this, then rook g4. Just to go f5, I believe. Now rook g6 maybe. King h7. Rook c1. No, king h7, I have bishop into g7 by the way. King h7, bishop g7, rook g7, and then rook h6. So yeah, this I can go take and queen h6, I guess. I have to be quick. Rook c8. Maybe queen f4, rook c5. Rook d6 and rook d3. All his pawns are falling, by the way. Oh, he has queen b5. He does have queen b5, but then I have queen d4. Yeah, let's go queen d4. If rook c1, just queen to d3, there's no mate on the back rank. This, I have rook d7 just wins on the spot, right? Yeah, I think so. Rook d7. He can't save the mate on g7 without giving up his queen, and so I'm winning, I guess. Yeah, he resigns, and so I win the game. Yeah, that was a nice game, but of course he made huge mistakes in the start. Like he had to go bishop f8 back here, but he made a really, yeah, bishop d f8 is the best move. So where did I go wrong, by the way? Queen c2 is already wrong. Wow, bishop e2 is the move, or d4. Okay. c5 take bishop f8. And I actually thought that I can go bishop e5 here, but a6. There's nothing for me here, even if I jump with my knight here. Oh, just rook e5 is there. Yeah, I missed rook e5. Yeah, I mean knight a8, and then my knight is eventually gonna get trapped over there. Yeah. But he played very rash chess here, d4. I didn't like that, and here he had to take with his knight, of course. He took with his queen, and then yeah, I missed queen into c5 somehow, but I played castle, but I still retained a slight advantage. He had to play knight a6 here again, but I think after knight a6, why can't I just take the pawn on d4? Okay, knight b4, but this is tough for him to see, I guess. I had to go queen d1. Yeah, I'm slightly passive, but okay. He has some composition for sure, but yeah, it shouldn't be enough. But anyways, there's a small break after the 4th round, so I'll be back in around 5 minutes or something. So see you then. Yeah, so welcome back everyone. I'm playing GM Vasif Durarbaili from Azerbaijan, really strong GM, and I'm going to test out my 4 knight skills against him. It's gonna be fun. Oh, he plays G3? Okay. Um, let's go bishop b4, queen b6. If bishop e3, queen a6. Knight e2. That's a new move. Can I go d5? I think I'll go d5 here. ed. Yeah, I have a weak pawn on d5, but I think I have. Can I go d4 here? I think I should go d4. Knight f4, and now maybe queen f5. You can go c3. Knight into d4, that's interesting. And something I didn't see coming. Why not queen f4, knight f4, queen f4, knight c6, b6, and then rook. No, he doesn't have rook e1 check, by the way. So queen f4, he has to go queen to e2, and then I have bishop e7, I guess. Yeah, knight c6, b6, c3. Whoa, that's amazing. Wow. That is really strong. Queen d1 and bishop c3. Queen d1, rook d1, bishop. Queen d1, rook d1, bishop, castle. Okay, I need to be fast. And let's go queen b5. I don't have time. He's gonna go a4. I missed a4. That was a really cool tactic by him. I mean that's really strong, and it's very hard to find this over the board, honestly speaking, if he hasn't seen it earlier. Yeah, a4, and I think I have to go queen c4 and try to hold the position somehow. Castle b3. Oh, I can't go queen b4. Damn it. Such an annoying position. Oh no. You have to go queen e6. Rook e1, I don't know what to do. Queen d7 is just kicking around my queen. And the endgame is clearly lost for me. b5. Another really strong move. Okay, let's take. And then bishop g4 maybe. Has to go f3 and then bishop d7 back. Some chances, but okay. Very, very mild. he won. Oh, yes, still this annoying pain, and I think I'm just going to resign this game. Yeah, just no hope absolutely in this position for me. But let's check it out actually. Really interesting one. Um, this G3 version is really uncommon against the 4 knight Sicilian, but um, and knight D2 is even more uncommon. But yeah, bishop E3 is what I knew. They play bishop E3 and then I go queen S6 and try to uh, avoid him from going, prevent him from going short castle. But okay, knight E2 is nice. D5 should be fine, right? Yeah, it's fine. Castle, but I could went D4. Oh wow! Found the best move, knight D4. And other than that, I think I'm pretty much fine here. But yeah, and nowhere to defend for me here. Yeah, it's just over. Yeah, that was a really strong. He just crushed me with the white pieces. Honestly speaking. Oh hi, we have some. I have some old friends in my chat. That's really amazing to see. But I don't know your names because I can't see your names. Your username doesn't give me any hint of your names either. So I'd love to know who were in the chat. Like it's a long time and I have been completely detached from my school. I was in Vivekananda Mission School till like class 10, and yeah, I wasn't as active as other students. And it seems you are a Jap Whitey. You are a classmate of mine in 9A. Wow, yeah. It's nice to see some old friends here, especially in my streams, and would love to connect with them somehow. Okay, let's. It doesn't seem they're here right now, so for the time being, let's check out some other games. Carlsen is playing Duda again and is took a draw. Couldn't he just? Ah, okay. King G2, Knight D2 is coming, so yeah, it's a good result for both sides. Hikaru is playing Konaverts. Who's Konaverts, by the way? Oh, Samuel Sevian from the US. And Hikaru is losing, but let's see if he can. If Sam can convert it. Oh yes, just 23 seconds. Then I don't think he has a lot of chances of converting. Oh, knight f5 and what did she say? Yeah, this should end up in some sort of a zugzwang where white should win, but it's really hard with just 12 seconds on clock, and especially when you're playing against such a tricky guy as Hikaru. But now bishop d6 and king g6 is unstoppable, right? Ah, bishop 4, now king g6. Ah, he should have played king g6, come on. I think he's going to lose. Oh, shit. Yeah. It's too hard to beat Hikaru. So, what was the way to win actually? I don't. It's not so clear. Let's see what Badi Pranav is doing against young Jeffrey. Oh, he's winning, yeah. So he moves to 5/5, I think. That's really amazing. Yeah, he is at 5/5, and we have an Iranian prodigy Mohammad Sina, who is at 5/5 as well. Yeah, just write something like yeah, c4, e4. I'll go c5. I just wrote that message just in case if they come back. I'm just curious. He's going for bishop d3. I really wish he went for e5. And I'll go for bishop e7, d6. Boring stuffs. Let's go. Can I go bishop f4, e4, bishop f4, knight g4? Let's do it. Yeah, I can go 95. There's no good discovery by him, so nothing to worry about that. Okay, bishop c4 is there, but I don't think that diagonal is going to be very fatal for me. Maybe queen b6. Queen f2 is there, but actually now that I think of it, it's quite annoying for me, this diagonal, but queen g6, yeah. Bishop e6 is a move that comes to my mind. But how do I actually work the e5 pawn? Queen b2, then queen into e5, and then bishop b4, rook f7 is there. Oh my god. That is really annoying. So let's go queen c5. It's a bit stupid way to protect the e5 pawn, but what to do? And then bishop e6 maybe. Is there any way I can get out of this annoying thing over here? I think bishop e6. My pawn structure is super ugly, but his knight on c3 is not that active, I would say. Queen g4, queen c4, b3. Now what is that? It's gonna go knight f4, I believe. Should I just play king h8? Let's go king h8. The position is actually not so easy for him as well. The c2 pawn is really weak. He can't move his knight to a better square for the same reason. Can I go bishop h4? Looks really tempting. But queen h4, queen c3, rook f8, and then rook d8 is coming. Let me go h6 and then maybe do something like this. I could have gone rook f4, come on. Why didn't I go rook f4? Shit. That was a really bad miss. And then double up on the f-file. I could have done that. This. But now can I go rook f4? It's trying to go rook, I mean knight e2, so I think rook d8, let's say. And now I go here. Now knight e2. I go queen f2. And his king is not that safe, I would say. Let's go queen f2. Queen d7 maybe. But queen d7 I have queen into c2. Knight here. He's just trying to be nasty. Bishop c5, then knight c4. He's actually doing a good job, I would say. But what? Why can't I go rook d8? What was I doing so long? Why did it take so long to find that move? This rook d3, rook 2. Yeah, that's a nice move. Yeah. Okay, can I go rook d4? Let's do it. My bishop is doing quite well, protecting my king, the back rank especially. And now just take, let's say. Queen f3 here. Bishop f6. Here, and he's trying to go g3, so I'd better be alert. Rook d4, queen c6, then e4. Okay, let's go e4. Let's get those pawns rolling, and now bishop e5, queen g3 kind of stuffs might be in. Bishop e5, I don't see any tactic from him. I don't think I'm missing anything. And I don't even think that I have a better choice than that. So I'll go bishop e5. He has this perpetual, but I don't think I can avoid it. And I also think that he's going to go for it. g3. Wait, wait a sec. Rook d2 check. King h1 and now queen takes g3. How is he even gonna be alive here? Oh. See what he's trying to do, but I don't think it works. Yeah, queen g3. He saw queen a check, and but now I have this queen e4 and now g6. I think he missed that. Queen b7 check. Shit. But this. Wait. And now I can just take, I believe. Rook g2. Check. And queen here. Oh, queen b7 check. Come on. Shit. And I have to take a draw, I believe. Yeah. Let me check that M out. The ending was really interesting. Yeah, as I said, my pawn structure looks awful, but actually my king is really safe, and this pawns on e5 and e6 are protecting a lot of key squares in the center, so yeah, it was slightly better here. But what happened here, I'm not so sure. And he tried to overpress, and bishop f4 was winning. Oh, he doesn't have that perpetual anymore. Come on. Shit. I thought he still has the perpetual after bishop f4 and queen e8 check, king h7. He doesn't have queen g6 anymore. Come on. That's such a stupid miss. And even after rook d2 check, king h1, I have bishop. No, I don't have bishop e4 here, I think. I took queen g3, that's fine. King g8. No, king g8, queen here check. And what's the win? Bishop b8. Oh. Okay, this was kind of tough, I would say. And then king h7. Yeah, that was honestly tough. But what if I played I played g6 here. Okay, the next game has started, so I'm gonna go back, and I'm playing a candidate master from France. I'll go c4. g6. Let's play some slow setup against the KID. Oh, he went for this. Let's go b3. I love my double fianchettos. Knight c3. Can I go knight f4? And maybe e3. b5 shouldn't be worrying for me, because after take and knight c5, this bishop is opening up and this a8 rook is really weak. And I really don't mind opening up the center, because my pieces are much better developed than his are. And yeah, and other than that, I think my position is quite fine. Oh, my opponent is streaming as well. I don't know how to get that streamer's kit from chess.com. Like, I need to have something like 1,000 subscribers in minimum. So subscribe my channel, man. Like, what are you waiting for? Come on. The least you can do to support me. And going on YouTube, But okay, depends. Or subscribe only if you enjoy the video. So yeah, it's really your choice. Bishop g4 looks like a nice move here for black, I think. Because after e4 you'll have e4, like bishop g4, e4, e4, and the queen is pinned here. So bishop g4 I most likely have to play h3 and get the light square bishop for my knight, which is a fair deal for me. Okay, takes, I think I should take with a d pawn. e4. Let's take, and then knight g5. If bishop f5, then I have knight c5. Knight c5 b6 is slightly worrying for me, but I see some cool tactic, so I will go for it. b6, knight e4, and okay, he doesn't do that, and I think it dropped a pawn. So that's good news. Now knight d6. Wait a sec. What's happening here? I can go knight d6, right? H5, and now and then bishop f6. Yeah, let's do this. Come on. Oh, I missed bishop f6 and then knight e8. Yes, bishop into a1. But then I have knight c7. Wow. My knight might get trapped, but at the end of the day, I think I should be fine. Yeah, bishop f6 and now knight e8. And now knight c7. Should be winning for me. The c4 pawn is quite weak. Yeah, let me, like g4 is really a waste of time. I think he should have activated his king first. But how do I progress in this position? Not as easy as I thought. Let's go a3 maybe. b4, c5 kind of stuff. Here rook d8 check. Now b4, I guess. Knight e6. Rook d7, I believe. Knight f4. Can I go c5? Yeah, let's do this. Bishop b2, but now I can bring my knight back into the game, right? If it takes, I go knight e8 check and then knight d6, and a lot of his stuffs are gonna fall. And I love to see my opponent's stuffs falling like a domino. And then rook a8. Let's go. Oh, rook f4, come on. Yeah. I didn't see honestly that it was a fork. He's still playing? Wow. He has a great fighting spirit. c3 pawn, and also I'm gonna play e4 next. Yeah, he resigns rightfully. Yeah, that was a nice game from my side, I believe. And let's check that out. Yeah, I think I was much better, yeah, of course. And he allowed a lot of stuff for me here. Yeah, I was completely winning here. Oh, he should have played h6 here. Okay, h6 is... What's the point? I can't take... Oh, so my basic idea was if he plays b6, I can just take here. And the point is after knight e4, I can take on g7. If king g7, simply knight e4, and I'm a pawn up. And if knight g5, I have bishop f6 with a double attack, and I'm just a pawn up with a healthy bishop pair, and I'm just winning. But he just gave up the b7 pawn for no reason apparently, and yeah, it was just game over after that. And yeah, I also wanted to check out my previous game. Yeah, and here it was a lot of things happened in this game, and yeah, king g8 I missed this. Oh, knight g7, and even here I should be... Okay, just h1 and playing it slowly. And here I got excited with rook into g2. I could just have played rook into c2. Come on. And then rook into g2. It's just over. He can't move his queen anywhere. Yeah, chess is harsh. And even this is winning. I played queen e3. I missed queen d7 check. Just queen g2, and I was worried about this endgame, honestly. But apparently I can... Oh, of course. How could I be worried about this endgame? Come on. If this... I just bring my king over here, and... Yeah, he has connected pawns on the queen side, but I have these two connected pawns and this pawn to divert his king from blocking my these two connected pawns. So it's just an easy win. You don't even have to calculate anything here. And I didn't go for this. This is so stupid of me. Yeah. And a better way to go for the same is this one, of course, and king g7. But okay, I'm at a decent score. So yeah, Pranav is still leading with 6.5 over 7. Carlsen lost this game against whom? I think Pranav bet Carlsen or what? And Duda is at the second place. You must bet Duda title Tuesday, the first round. Yeah. Hey Ayush. How many points do I have right now? Oh, I have 4 points. Okay, that's decent. At least I'm able to see some tactic in this tournament. I started to see some chess. I resumed to see some chess. Is what I wanted to say. Let's check out what Movard Sina is doing. No, his game is over. So okay. Oh, I'm playing Samvit. Come on. I'm gonna play c4, my normal stuff. So Samvit is a really close friend of mine from Odisha, and we have done a lot of trips together. He's gonna play d6, so he's in full troll mode. He wants to troll me in this game, but I'm not gonna let that happen. Let's go d4. Let's see what he has learned in this opening. Or I think he's just freestyling. Let's go g6. I mean g3. Bishop g2. Castle. Just simple stuff. Nothing to rush. Yeah, he wanted to go knight f5 and he plays rook 8. Rightly enough. And let's go h3. Bishop f8, rook e1. Wanna go bishop e3 next. Just slow chess and keeping control over the center. And I have some space advantage which I am planning to cash on. Okay, I think I can go b3 here, just protecting the c4 pawn. c5? I really don't like that move. I think I can go knight f5 or knight e2. That's a quite a big question. I think I'll go knight f5. You can't go g6 because the h6 pawn is hanging. And the d file is open for me and this d6 pawn is backward. So yeah, I really like my position here. Yeah, b5. I think rook d1 should be a decent move for me here. And if bc4, just knight d6, I guess. He's gonna play queen c7. And then I have to think if f4 is working because of knight g6. I might have something over there. Knight d5, knight d5, d5. Oh, I can go rook d5, right? That should be stronger. Queen b6. Now something seems off in this move. f4, his plan is to go knight c6, I believe. So what can we do here? Okay, let's go knight d5 maybe. Now c takes. a4 next move, I guess. He takes, I take. Oh, knight d7, knight f6 seems fine for him. Yeah, I think I messed up somewhere. He's gonna move his queen because I'm threatening to go b4. And if he allows me that, then after b4 and takes, I have some free play with d6. Yeah, that's a nice move. What to do? Maybe b4 anyways. Yeah, rook c8. What if I take, knight takes, and then bishop d4 looks nice. Okay, let's just go for it. I think it's gonna go knight c5 for sure. And then I go bishop d. Oh, what? No, I don't like that move. I think I have d6 here. If bishop d6, then something like queen d2. Pin. These pieces are cramped. I'm also threatening f6 by the way, because if he can't move his knight, there's a d7. I think rook d8 is something he's gonna play next move. But I have bishop f4, I believe. And then exchanging the rooks and yeah. Can I go rook d5? Yeah, let's go rook d5. Or can I go f6 here? F6, g6, and then bishop d5 looks strong. F6, knight f6, I have bishop into c5, I believe. F6 looks strong. Oh, rook e3. That's nice. That was a nice move and I didn't honestly see that coming. Yeah, I'm in some trouble now. I'm just too many pawns down. My d6 pawn is going to fall as well, I believe. But let's just try to hang on there for some time. Rook d6 is coming, I guess. Rook d4. Yeah, and rook d6. I think rook d6 I have to take. And now this. Bishop e7, then I don't know what to do. Oh, he plays it. Damn it. If f4, d4 is coming, so I'm in a whole lot of trouble here. Let's try to exchange queens. He does it. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, rook d3. b4. Shit. What am I doing? Oh, just c2. And it's lost. Yeah. Yeah, I have to resign this game. Yeah, great game by him. I didn't see rook e3 coming, honestly speaking. Yeah. Okay, so his ID is Caro Expert and he is actually an expert at Caro-Kann. He's playing it from his childhood. And he bet me nastily back in under 9 nationals using the Caro-Kann. But that was a point of time when I didn't know shit about opening theory. Yeah, queen b6. Yeah, 95 was really bad. a4 I was concerned about knight c. What? I missed knight into d6 here, come on. But apparently it's not so clear after knight d4. Or just queen f2, but... Oh, okay, I have e5. Oh no. I missed that I have knight d6 here. Wow. So I've played this and... Yes, position is much more comfortable. But dc5, I thought dc5 wasn't good. I thought knight c5 is the move, but Yeah, anyways. D5, D6, rook D8. And now F6 was fine. I was thinking about rook D5 as well. And how's rook D5? Let's check it out. Rook D5 is fine as well. So bishop D6 and now rook D1. Or knight E5 is there. And what do we do here? Bishop C5, bishop C5. Rook D8, rook D8. Okay. Okay, but there's no chances for white in this position, I think. Queen versus knight is mostly better than queen versus bishop. And here, what do we have? Yeah, so what I played f6 was correct. Rook e3 is not the best move, but fe3. What's the point? fe3, knight f6. Oh no, I have e4. Oh wow. V4 and my d6 pawn is getting saved. Oh, this is amazing. I should have thought in this position for a bit. Yeah, I mean, fe3 is much better for me already. Wow. Rook e3, knight f6, and even here d7. Okay, d7. What's happening after rook d7? Oh, just activating my rook, and his pieces are not at all that good. Let's say c4, then I have queen f5, and then bishop d5 is coming. If knight f6, rook a8. Okay, so I'm still better in this position. I didn't realize that. Yeah, why didn't I play d7? It looks more natural. Rook d3, c4, rook d4, d6, take, and here should be equal, but it's always so pleasant to play as black because it's and this what? I have to play rook d1. But how am I going to progress? Like it's saying I'm slightly better, but how in the world am I even going to progress here? Oh, just bring my king over here and then I'm going to. And this knight is well, it doesn't have a good way to activate itself. Yeah, that's I didn't actually realize that how bad the knight on f6 is, but okay. With two connected pawns, I was already pretty scared in this position. I played rook d3 and I missed b4 somehow, and here I had to play rook d4 again, a5 and then king f1, and I played bishop c2 and just big blunder, big blunder. Yeah. Anyways, good game by Sambit. And okay, we have a small break after the 8th round, so let's see what I can do here. Oh, the game had already started. I didn't see. I'm late again. I was having dinner and. Mm, yeah, I have to be really fast. I'm not gonna talk much in this game. I hope it doesn't play e5. Yeah, that's a really symmetrical position. I don't like it. How do I make things murky here? Let's go something like knight f5 maybe. Can I go knight e4? No, I can't. Let's do this. Knight c4 and knight b2 is my threat. Yeah, I came when I had just 2.5 minutes left on my clock. And I am more than happy if I even draw this game, but I'll try to win it for sure. This, then knight c4. If he takes, I take with the pawn. There's no d5 for him, by the way, because I just take. What? He missed that or what? I just take, right? And at the end, if queen d5, I have bishop h2 check. He can go bishop into a7, by the way, but I have queen g5. Then queen g4, take. Let's see what he does. Bishop 4 as well. Should be nice for me. Yeah. Let me figure out what I'm going to do if he plays bishop a7. Queen g4. Maybe bishop e6 or what? Or queen f6 maybe. Queen e5. G3. Bishop e6 then. Bishop f4 is not working. Queen f4, bishop f4, and then rook d5. The c1 rook is hanging, so I go bishop c1 and I'm winning. And yeah, next if I get a chance, I'll just go here. Okay, so he plays that, bishop e6. Queen h4, bishop e7, and the h3 pawn should be falling. I think it's gonna go queen d4. After which I have to think what I can do. Queen f3 is an option, I believe. But I go bishop c5. Get this, I go bishop e7, right? has to move his queen somewhere. Now I take this, then bishop h3, bishop e7, rook b8, right? Oh, bishop c6 is coming, shit. Yeah, I don't know if I can win this. Rook c7, this become very murky. I don't think I have anything better than a draw, but still try. Yeah, bishop b6, rook b7 is the shit. Don't have time. Let's do this. And rook b5. Yeah. Is in some time trouble. Am I winning? Really? Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's do this. Yeah, I won. Wow. With less than half the time you had, I won this game, so that's really amazing. Yeah. Whew. I have to be really careful about these breaks. I can't just go off for dinner and just chill, you know. I didn't even finish my dinner actually. Okay, Alex Ivanov. Never heard that name. I mean, there are a lot of Ivanovs, but not Alex Ivanov. I think there's some Grandmaster Ivanov who is very strong. Was very strong earlier. Veteran Grandmaster. I'll play my 4 knights as usual. Let's go bishop b4. Or should I? Yeah, let's go bishop b4. But I don't remember what I play after bishop f4. What do I play? Knight 4, yeah, now I remember it. So yeah, d5, take. Yeah, very dry variations. Bishop g4, f3, bishop h5, bishop g5, and I think queen b6 check is the move. But what, I forgot or what? Did I mess up? Queen b6 check. Ah, okay, okay, it's fine. King h1 and now knight e4. Knight d5, knight f2 check. I really hope he falls for that. You know, short wins are always welcome. Yeah, I'm a nasty guy. It doesn't seem he's familiar with this move, but it's a modern way to equalize for black. But unfortunately, there are no like black doesn't have huge chances to fight for an advantage either in this variation. So bishop e4 and now queen b2. Rook b1, queen a3 I think was the move. Rook b7 and now queen a6 if I am not mistaken. Or am I mistaken? Yeah, I think queen a6. Rook c7, just rook c8. This is one of the variations where I failed to find something really concrete for black, unfortunately. I can go bishop g6, right? Let's go for it. Now I have some chances actually because I have an a pawn which is very very distant and I can use it to what I can go bishop c2, right? Bishop c2, he moves his queen somewhere and then I can go rook c8 maybe. I might be winning a pawn here. Should I go for it? Looks risky, but maybe I should. Okay, yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, rook c8. I have some chances here. Next up is bishop f5, I think. This I think I can go for knight b4. Knight f2 kind of ideas are lurking in the air. Bishop e7 is a good move maybe here, which I didn't see. But bishop e7 I have bishop f5 I guess. But okay, really complicated variations, so I'll just think when he plays the move. This position should be winning. Oh wait, did I miss bishop b7? Wow. And it took a lot of time to find it. Oh, I missed bishop b7. That is sad. I have to go queen b5. Come on. Rook c8, rook c8. he's gonna go queen d2. Yeah, life is not so easy after all. No, 93, wait, what? 93? What's happening? Rook e7 and h6. No, I can't move his rook. So 93 seems fine. Oh, queen c2. He has queen c2. Come on. No, queen c2. I have queen to d7. Wow, this position is so crazy. It's just so crazy. 91, rook d8 check. And I'm busted, so I must go h6, I think. I don't know what the hell is happening in this position. Really tensing me up. Maybe when 91 rook d8 queen e8 was a defensible option, but it should be too much. No, rook 8 queen d7 is coming, but okay, I should focus on the present position. And he's getting low on time, by the way, guys. I think I can make it. And now can I go knight into e1? Yeah, I think I can. Let's do it. Queen e1 and now g6. No. Oh, rook g4 check and bishop g6. I can. Okay, I can go for it. Bishop g6. This, I think, just queen f1 and just to move his queen, and now I get the queens of the board. Let's just start pushing our pawn. Let's go h5. Oh no. Okay, rook f1. Bishop here, pawn here, rook here, heck, pawn here, no, king g7, wait, what, king g7, okay, he resigns the game. That was so crazy, yeah, that was a really crazy game. Yeah, I'm just going to come from the loop in a minute. Okay, yeah, I'm back and just in time. I'm playing an IM from Germany again. Let's play my normal stuff. because bishop e2. Let's see what he does. Maybe queen c2. So here, this, the thing about this opening, you know, I can just play the same setup again and again without any huge drawbacks. Should I play d5? Makes a lot of sense here. Yeah, let's do it. Why can't I take? What does he have in mind here? Take, 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 queen take. Let's play knight h4. Try to be slightly tricky. The point is I have h7 pawn. No, g3. Yeah, that's f3 square is weak, but I don't think that should matter a lot. Like this. He wants to go f5. Here. Yeah, he has managed to get me in some trouble. I won't argue about that. Yeah, even f5 here is a decent move. And I can't really play d6 because bishop into e4 is coming. Tough life. Can I go knight f4 here? Looks really tempting, I'll go for it. Attacking the e6 pawn. Now I can take, right? And if I go knight e6, he goes queen c6. So I get what he is up to here, but I'll take it. And then this. If queen into e4, knight b7 is there, by the way. Yeah, knight b7. Queen b7, and now what do I do? Rook d5 looks nice, and I think I'm doing great in this position actually. Queen f5. I wanna take, but it does some nasty stuff. So queen e6 seems fine. Oh, knight f6 is here. Knight f6, bishop e5. So he has to go rook e8 or rook g7. And either way, I think I can go for bishop into g4. Knight f6 is a move here. Oh, rook g4, queen e7. Wait, what? Knight f3 and king h1. Yeah, this looks very risky, but I think I'm fine in some concrete way. My rook is doing a great job blocking this is a really risky diagonal for me. And the worst case, I also have e4 kind of stuff. And I'm a couple of pawns up and an exchange up. Really strong bishop over there, so I shouldn't have any problems converting this game. This, I think I can just go queen into d6. And now queen f6 is knight trap, no? This traps the knight, right? Or knight d2 he has. But then rook d1. Well, let's go queen f6. Knight g5 and now queen f5. Knight e4. It's getting tricky. No king g1. And how is he saving this g4 rook exactly? Yeah, the problem is he gave up everything and he resigns, yeah? Yeah, that was a nice game by my side, I think. And oh, I did pump up my rating a lot. Yeah, since I don't play much on chess.com, I mostly play on Lichess. My rating had been around 25 or 2600 and I increased around 70 points in this tournament alone. So that's nice. I should be around 2800 or 2900 here. Yeah, and I think I played some decent chess over here. Yeah, I mean, I was slightly bad, worse at this point, but yeah, after this I just gave him no chances, I think. Yeah, rook d8 was a better try by him, but he played queen b7, and after this, yeah, rook d5 is just game over, I feel. Yeah, but let's check out my previous game. Oh, I don't see my previous game here. How do I see my previous game? I didn't analyze my previous game because I went to the loop. Okay, let's go to my profile, and from here I'll check this game out to slightly go over it. Yeah, so again, my special 4-night Sicilian, I have great analysis in that, but not that I remember all of it. Like, let's say he went bishop f4 here, I would be completely on my own. Maybe I shouldn't be revealing it, but yeah, 94 is the line, and it is just crazy lines going on from here. So after this, I think the position is objectively equal, but of course white is the one pushing. And here rook b1, and what he played is kind of already drawish, and this was not the best move. Rook c7 is the best move, I believe. Yeah, rook c7 or rook b1, but it's tough if you don't know the theory. And here already the things start to turn in my favor, and to play queen f1, but queen c1 is more natural. Rook here, rook e1, knight e4. Yeah, and I missed bishop b7, and he thought for a long time. I think he was shocked by knight b4, but then he suddenly found bishop b7, and yeah, I played queen b5, bishop c8, rook c8, and I'm completely lost here. Just rook e7 is good enough, I believe, but queen d2 was a blunder. Knight d3, yeah, knight d3, I played the best move, and only move to hold, I believe. Rook d4, now h6, yeah, and it's already tough. I think he should have called it a day with take and knight e1. e1 and this should be draw, but it's me who is going to maybe play for something, even though like if he just sits with his queen on e1 and plays let's say the bishop to a5, I don't have any progress really, and if we get the queens off the board, it's of course a draw, but he thought that he might have something here, so he went for bishop h6, and this thing happens in all title tests, like players try to overpush. Since he had a winning position after bishop b7, he couldn't accept that it's a draw, and I played knight e1, the best move here, and queen e3, the takes, and I was clearly winning here, and he had less time as well. So yeah, and I managed to win it pretty comfortably, I believe. Okay, so coming back to the tournament, let's see who came first. Wait, what did I do? Yeah. Also, Carlsen scored 9.5 and he won the tournament. No games are going on here now, right? Or just this is not going to affect the standings, I believe. So Carlsen scores 9.5 and wins the tournament. Okay, the sun rises in the east again. Yeah, and Movait Sinha, the strong Iranian prodigy, is second with 9 points out of 11 rounds, and Hikaru is third with 9 points again, and Konovets Samuelsson is fourth. Mkhitaryan, Haik Martirosyan is fifth. He's a really strong blitz player. Even over the board, he has like almost 2800 rating. And yeah, MI Terriel, it's Renato Terry from Peru, strong international master. He came sixth. I played him in the first round. And Amin Tabataba is seventh, Giri ninth, Mohsin Boroda 10th, and Pranav V scored 7 and he came 11th. Yeah, and Duda is 12th. Let's see where we are. I scored 7 points, I guess. Yeah, I came 51st. Okay, just 1 point shy of top 50, but really a really good tournament for me, I would say. I played quite decent chess, at least much better than my previous Title Tuesday and Freestyle Friday tournaments, and I didn't blunder anything big time. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this stream, and do like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and support my channel. So I'll be back most likely on Friday evening again to stream Freestyle Friday. So until then, goodbye, good night, good morning, or have a good afternoon or day wherever you're from, and I'll see you this Friday. Goodbye.